So when I was coming up, there were quarterbacks who took risks, and then there was Brett Favre, the ultimate gunslinger who would forego good throws to make impossible ones. Favre was a guy you either rooted for or admired for being so damn brazen. And in his post-playing career, he continues to be a wild boy. Accused in 2022 of taking welfare funds designated specifically for families in need in Mississippi, Favre, along with others, is alleged to have pillaged about $77 million in state funds in an attempt to get a new volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi while his daughter was a student athlete there. Now, Favre was also paid $1.1 million for speeches he never made, and while he did give that money back, there is still an outstanding balance of almost $230,000 he is said to owe. And yet, with no criminal charges filed against him in what would surely have been a high-level fraud case for most Americans, Favre is now being asked to testify during a congressional hearing about, of all things, the need for welfare reform. Since when do we let the criminals come back to show us how they got away with their crimes without ever having levied some sort of penalty against them? I mean, what's next? Are we going to call in Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly to Congress to talk about how to stop SA? How about we call Dylan Roof to talk about gun safety? Or we get Diddy to talk about the hazardous effects of body oil and lube at sex parties? Brett Favre and anyone involved thinking that he should be the person to be interviewed in an important conversation about welfare reform received the fumble of the week from me this week. The only interview I want to see him do about welfare is an investigation into his own behavior with criminal charges pending, because that is just the only thing that Brett Favre should be speaking about in regards to welfare. This is what I did. This is the penalty I should serve. Lock me up, throw away the key, penalize me, whatever it is. Samaria, with all that said, do you think Favre is receiving preferential treatment because of his celebrity, or is something else at play here?
Oh, of course it is. And I lived in Mississippi for 2 years, and I understand the impact.
Sorry.
I understand the impact that all of that had on the state as a whole that definitely needed those funds. I will say that this is a disgrace, but I'm hoping that in that hearing, some people gonna get in his behind. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they're buttering him up to get him in front of Congress, and then they gonna light off in his ass. That's what I hope is going to happen, that some people are going to question, or it's going to be put more on Front Street, the things that he did or that he was accused of in Mississippi.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to just see him get a public tongue lashing. He stole from families. Like, these were funds designated specifically for families who were struggling in Mississippi, one of the poorest states in the country, and you so fixated on a modernized volleyball court for your daughter.
Right. But maybe if they can get him to be dishonest or something in this federal hearing. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, maybe they can imagine trying to catch him in something.
Yeah, maybe. Listen, if he's dumb enough to sit in front of Congress and have a conversation without any kind of immunity, then by all means, sign him up. Sign him up. If his lawyers got him talking in front of Congress and he ain't got no deal in place, then by all means, go ahead, Brett Favre. We encourage you strongly. Wear your Wranglers, your favorite pair, and let's do that. But when I saw this, right, I was just taken aback. Initially I'm thinking, all right, Congress, they really coming after him, and then I realized that he was just there talking about welfare reform. What and reform, of course, is meaning what we should change about our welfare system to make it better. And he's like, this is how I stole, and so because I stole this, I can show y'all how to be better about protecting the money. And if he is in fact guilty of stealing said money, but anything short of that, I don't know why this is happening.
Yeah, I'm hoping those on the other side are a little bit smarter, and they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, let him come in and talk."
I hope this is a kind of bait situation. But y'all let us know your thoughts on Brett Favre being the person to be interviewed in front of Congress about welfare reform. Is this because he is Brett Favre, the Hall of Fame quarterback, or is there something more at play here? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.